Welcome to the Tea House, everyone. This is your girl, SASSYTEA-V from the 803. Remember, all things on this channel is alleged, in my opinion, and we are covered by the Copyright Act of 1976. What I give may be subjective, it may be objective, but baby, it is in my opinion. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. Come on in and get classified with SASSYTEA-V. Hey guys, hello. Welcome to the Tea House. Welcome to the Tea House, everyone. Welcome back. Y'all, excuse my look, but I'm taking out my braids, so the top of this head is looking rough. Okay, so I put my little moo hat on, or whatever you want to call them things. But how y'all doing today? Hey, I am not bothered, Miss Cheryl H. Tubbs. I am not bothered is a member. Welcome to the Tea House. You guys come on in. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. If you don't have your notification bells on, please make sure your notification bells on. Also, make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel, because there are a lot of people that are being unsubscribed by YouTube. I don't know why, but please make sure that you're still subscribed, okay? And if you would like to donate to the channel, you can do that. Also, you can do super chat, super stickers. You can donate memberships, and you can also give to the Cash App, $ Teresa Lindsay 12, which is going across the screen right now. Hit the like button as you come into the Tea House. Hello, bush campers. How you doing? Keep it cool, I hope. Get your water together and all that good jazz. All right, how y'all doing today? Woo, child, I tried to come back last night. I had to take some of these braids out, honey, and I got the back to go. Okay. Hey, Darcel Ayers. We're going to talk about several sizzling hot topics. One is Shannon Sharpe. The other one is the controversy around Malcolm-Jamal Warner's death, and a few things about Country Wayne today. Hey, Lionel Seiler, hit the like button. Thank you. So we're going to talk about those. Hey, Carlotta Passmore. Hey, how you doing? I hope you've been fine. Hope you've been good. Welcome. For the ones that have not followed me or new here, please follow, subscribe to the channel, follow me on TikTok, SASSYTEA from the 803 over there, okay? Facebook, Teresa Lindsay, and all platforms. Oh, excuse me, y'all, excuse me, okay? Girl is tired today, I don't know why. How y'all doing? Good, Carlotta. I hope you staying cool, because it's hot out here. It's my hubby. I'm gonna see what's going on, and I'll be right back. Y'all stay tuned for a minute, okay? I'm gonna let you guys come on in. All right, you guys, I am back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, hello, Lionel Styler, Carlotta. I'm glad that you're doing well. You guys, come on in and let's talk. Okay, we got some hot topics to talk about. I've been following Malcolm-Jamal Warner's unaliving since I've been back. It's sad. It's a lot going on with that. It's some. I don't know what y'all think about it. I mean, it's. I'm gonna tell you what my husband. He was in Costa Rica, so when that happened, I told y'all my husband was there. My husband was right next to the place they stayed at, and he couldn't understand why he would get in that water. He didn't understand why he was in that water so early. He didn't understand it. He was like, why would he go out there? And it was so bad. So I don't know. I don't know. I said unalive, and that's what I believe it was. I do too. I do too. I believe it. I do. I do. Um, Hold on for a minute, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Trying to give my husband some instructions. Okay, y'all. So yeah, I am not bothered. I believe it's an unenlivening too, but we're gonna look at some stuff. First of all, we're gonna talk. We got a couple of more minutes. I'm gonna let some people come on in. Hey, Sexy Diva, my member. Hey, Cricket 22, Immaculate Davis. Hey, lies and more lies. Hello, everyone. So, we're gonna talk about Shannon Sharpe. Okay, Shannon Sharpe was fired from ESPN, y'all. Yeah, that's what they were saying. I am not bothered. He was already out there. And then they said his wife wasn't even at the funeral. We're going to talk about it. The former professional football player was cut from the network less than 2 weeks after he settled a $50 million sexual assault lawsuit. $50 million he settled. Sharpe initially stepped back from ESPN in April after the suit was first filed against him. They said that Sharpe had been with the network since 2023 when he joined the talk show First Take alongside Stephen A. Smith and Molly Querim. He appeared as an NFL and NBA analyst who shared his thoughts on games, trades, and industry news. Although he signed a multi-year contract extension with ESPN in June, he officially cut ties with the network in 2025 of July. Uh, They did what? Let's see. They said that people reached out to ESPN for comments, but the network has not addressed it. Addressed the exit. Meanwhile, Sharpe briefly spoke about the decision and shared his mindset. They did what they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that. Sharp said on July the 30th, episode of the Nightcap podcast. Here's everything you need to know. So, he was let go, and I guess he, after that $50 million lawsuit against that child, that girl, um, they decided to let him go. Mm. I thought that they dropped that. I did. I guess he did settle. Oh, it must have been more. What y'all think? Y'all think it was more evidence? That's why he went ahead and settled for $50 million. Mm. He said, "My statement is found here, and this is the truth." Sharp wrote in a since deleted Instagram post. At this juncture, I am electing to step aside temporarily from ESPN duties. I will be devoting this time to my family and responding and dealing with these false and disruptive allegations set against me. I plan to return to ESPN at the start of NFL preseason. Why would you settle? If these are false allegations, why would you settle? Hey, right, Red Breed. Hey, ADR. Why would you settle? I wouldn't settle if I was innocent. I'm sorry. I'm not giving nobody my money if I'm innocent. I'm not going to do it. Okay, I don't care. You can cry all you want. If I didn't put my hands on you and I didn't do anything to you, I am not settling. I'm going to do a Jonathan Majors. I'm going to see it all the way through. Okay? Hey, CC, my member. As you guys come in, please hit the like button, okay? Y'all, don't judge me, okay? I'm taking loose my hair, and it ain't looking good right now, okay? Okay. Um, yeah, it was against that 22-year-old. The woman who has since moved to Nevada claims she met Sharp at a gym in Los Angeles when she was 22 years old. In 2023, she alleged that after he made several advances toward her, she agreed to meet up with him and they became romantically involved. However, she alleged that their encounters were not always consensual and that he will also record their actual encounters and share them with other people without her consent. Mm. He settled because he did it. Thank you. I am not bothered. He settled because he did it. He did. He did it. That shows guilt to me. Let's see. Sure, maybe he can run for president like someone else we know. Hey, they let criminals in the White House. I'm telling you, our standards have been let down. Okay, we don't have any standards in the USA no more. We just let anybody run the country. Criminals, uneducated people, people that didn't even graduate college. They just took their daddy's money and called themselves a billionaire, claimed bankruptcy over 12 times. So, I mean, just let anybody run the country, okay? Hey, Yvette Bell. Let's see. She says a woman can say yes to consensual sexual relations with a man 99 times, but when she says no even once, that means no. The complaint stated defendant Shannon Sharpe, a man who is accustomed to getting what he wants, completely fails to understand the basic concept. He said Sharpe grabbed her head, forcing her to look at him as she sobbed. The lawsuit alleged he said at that point, "Look at this. Look at my arm. I've got chills. That's how good this is." Mm. He looked like Shannon looked like he'll beg for it, and if he can't get it, he'll take it. Yeah, with them crooked legs. Ugh. Shannon says this is a shakedown. Sharp said in a video posted to X on April 22nd, "I am going to be open. transparent, defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby. Now that's what they say, Tony Busby after all the black men. Okay, he trying to take all the black men down. Okay, he's a lawyer out of Texas, and he don't like black. He'll take all the black men down. So if you're a white woman dating a black man, he coming for you, especially if you got money. Hey, Latricia L, my member. Uh oh, I don't know what y'all think about that. What y'all think? I mean, I wouldn't have settled. I only settled if I was guilty. And surely he got something. I wouldn't have gave her 2 pennies, not even to rub together. Okay. Trump is broke and don't have money to go to Atlantic City. He missed that counter. Y'all hit the like button as you come into the tea house. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Hit the like button. Make sure that make sure that you guys hit the like button, share the video. Girl, what she go over there if wanted to say no to smashing any given time? Wasn't she on out? Yep, she was. She was. Yes, ma'am. She was. But she said, okay, right here it says, what did she say? Said both sides acknowledge a long-term, consensual, tumultuous relationship. After protracted and respectfully negotiations, I'm pleased to announce that we have reached a mutual agreed upon resolution. He said at this time, all matters have been addressed satisfactorily, and the matter is closed. The lawsuit will thus be dismissed with prejudice. Neither Sharpe nor his attorney commented on the settlement. Mm. Ooh, I don't feel sorry for him at all. Me either. He ought to go out there and leave them pink toes alone. I don't mean no harm, y'all, but y'all know. Them pink toes after money, honey. Okay, they was raised to get the money. We was raised for love. We wasn't raised to go out to get the money. We was raised to love and work together and get the money. But them jokers was raised to get the money. They don't care. Get the money, leave them. Okay? Secure your future. Hey, Shirley Terry, welcome. I'm not mad at her either. Get your money, girl. He was an easy target, dummy. You know what I'm saying? Just dumb. For no reason. Just dumb. Child, what y'all think? What y'all think about Shannon Sharpe? Okay. Mm. Hey, PDS 5428. Hey, how you doing? Okay. How y'all doing? Hey, Lulu. Well, she is retired off OnlyFans. Yeah, she retired. She ain't got to work no more. She don't. She don't have to work no more. She just gonna go for the next brother. Okay? She gonna go for the next one. All right, y'all. So our next topic is Malcolm-Jamal Warner, best known for the role of Theo Huxtable on the Cosby Show. Okay. A lot of people are talking out about this. A lot of people are saying that he was already unalive and thrown into the ocean, and his daughter was saved, but he was not. Yep, she retired and searching. She's searching for another 50. Hey, Lisa Triplet, my member. Sharpe should have just paid her off, video her and price. But that's his black earth stereotype, mofo. Yep. And he get what he get from me. I don't care. I feels no ways tired about it. No ways tired. You hear me? I feel no ways tired about him. Good for him. Let's see. So they're saying, this is what they're saying, y'all, that Malcolm-Jamal Warner death is suspicious. His mom said that he had been saying he'd been followed and people were following him, and he was having a lot of things that a lot of us didn't know what was going on. Talking about the industry, because you know he has a podcast and all this stuff. So anytime you talk about the industry, Eddie Griffin was saying that he do believe something happened to him. Just like I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get this together. Okay. So
remember, pay attention. They have to let us know first. That's heavily.
All right. So I follow another CC that has actually flown to Costa Rica to investigate. He went to the same beach that he was found and showed it on live this morning. Wow. My husband was at that same beach as well, and he just could not believe, why would he go into that ocean, that beach? He was like, it was very, right now it's not good to go into any beach. Especially on the West Coast with the tsunami, all those rip tides coming down through and up under, you know, the Gulf Coast over this way. The waters are treacherous and dangerous right now. Thank you. You ready to go now? You going now? Yeah. Okay. They're treacherous and dangerous right now. So, like my husband said, even when they went fishing, he said you can feel the pull up under the boat, and that was a huge boat. So I don't know, y'all. I know they want to hurt Cat. He tell it all. If anything happened to Cat, I'm gonna tell you right now. We already know somebody. That's why they ain't gonna mess with him. That's why they ain't gonna mess with him or Eddie Griffin. Okay, Kim Jones. Thank you, Kim Jones, for yeah, you sent me something in Facebook, and I'm getting ready to show that too. I got a new alert for us women, children, girls, boys, wherever we at. I got a new alert for you guys. But we're gonna listen to Eddie Griffin right quick, and it's only a few minutes, so we're gonna listen to it, and then we're gonna talk about it for a few minutes. I'm not gonna be long.
That's how God made it out for demon mother. They can't without letting us know that they're about to put us.
I was kind of going through a period. I was having a struggle with hopelessness.
Okay.
And it was just really, the world was in a dark place.
Yeah.
Why did Malcolm-Jamal Warner, who was rescued by onlookers, die after receiving treatment from the Red Cross? Then let's go to the day he actually died on, which is July 20th, which is the 201st day of the year. Yeah, can anybody tell me why the Cosby Show ran for a total of 8 seasons, equaling 201 episodes?
They're gonna come for you. You're too clean for this game. That's what Eddie Griffin told Malcolm-Jamal Warner, not in an interview, in private. It was a warning from a real friend. And now Malcolm's dead. drowned in the ocean while on vacation in Costa Rica. But the way the story flipped around, it's sketchy as hell. First, they said he died saving his daughter. That version was everywhere. Headlines, social media, all of it. It was literally Us Weekly that claimed that Malcolm was trying to save his daughter from riptide before he drowned. But suddenly the story changed, and now they're saying Malcolm's daughter wasn't even in the water with him when he drowned. And then what's also suspicious is that Malcolm's wife wasn't with them that day, but we're supposed to believe Malcolm took his 8-year-old daughter to swim on a dangerous beach with no lifeguard presence and warning signs everywhere. And if the daughter wasn't in the water like they're saying now, then it means she was alone on the beach while Malcolm was swimming. That makes no sense that Malcolm would put his daughter in a dangerous situation. This is a man who loved his family above everything. He literally prayed for a daughter and often talked about how he manifested her.
Even before conception, we were very clear. And I knew that I needed a girl first to kind of ease me into it, because I have a pretty good idea what kind of father I would be. So I needed a girl to kind of, slow me down and warm and soften me up.
It wasn't me, Sassy. I'm not unfair. Oh, okay, it might have been somebody else. Well,
so for me, raising my daughter.
No, it was Lisa Foster. Sorry.
Already certain maturity and certain understanding of male-female dynamics. And with a girl, all of that starts with love. So I've always said since I literally pulled her out of my wife.
Even in his final interview, shortly before his death, Malcolm talked about how his wife and daughter were his whole world.
I met my wife through a mutual friend. I've never second-guessed it. We've been together almost 10 years, and we've never had a fight, an argument, a raised voice, or a harsh word said.
In 10 years?
I was like, if I'm going to have a kid, this is the person that I would want to have it with. I talk about them because there are obviously the huge parts of my life, the best parts of my life, the best decisions I've ever made.
So what really happened on that beach in Costa Rica? Because Eddie Griffin wasn't trying to warn Malcolm for no reason. He's been in this industry long enough to know how they operate. He knew what kind of target Malcolm had on his back. A black man in Hollywood with no scandals, no handlers, no self-destruction storyline. Someone who was actively speaking out against the system and trying to be a positive role model for black boys. Yeah, they don't like that.
He says, the thing about a black boy is you don't necessarily want to date a black boy. What you want to do is you want to love him so divinely. You want to love him so fiercely that your disappointment kills him. You want to adore him so much that the last thing he wants to do is disappoint him.
Malcolm never played the Hollywood game. He kept to himself, worked on his own terms, and turned down the clown roles. He was quiet, but he was watching, reconnecting with people like Dave Chappelle and Mos Def, other folks who also walked away from the machine. And that's when Eddie started pulling him aside and saying things like they'll get you if you stay clean. They don't like clean.
There's no criminal charge. There is a systematic effort to destroy every black male entertainer's image. Nobody leaves this business clean.
So if you think that Malcolm-Jamal's death doesn't feel accidental, you're not the only one. A lot of people are saying the exact thing Eddie warned Malcolm about, especially the way the media keeps dancing around the truth. So right after Malcolm-Jamal's death made headlines, the first version said he and his 8-year-old daughter were in the water together and drowned in a rip current. But less than 48 hours later, Costa Rica's Judicial Investigation Agency issues a statement saying that while it's true that Malcolm was initially playing with his daughter at the seashore at one point, she was left out of the water before he was pulled in by a rip current and drowned. The statement said it was at that moment that Warner and a friend were swept away by the current, and the friend managed to get out. And then another thing that changed is that it was initially reported that one man tried to save Malcolm, and he also almost drowned. However, this new statement from the Costa Rica authorities claims that Malcolm was pulled from the water by several people on the beach. And get this, they're now saying there were not one, but but 3 tourists who happened to be doctors on the scene. And while they somehow saved the other man who almost drowned, none of them were able to save Malcolm. So the fact that the story keeps changing seems sketchy to a lot of people. And you don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to see that something feels off. Meanwhile, fans and locals started pointing out something else that feels wild. Playa Cocos, where this happened, is infamous for dangerous rip currents and
Did I
zero
tell
protection.
y'all?
They've had academic studies calling it the most dangerous
I
beach in
told
Costa Rica.
y'all.
Even Olympic swimmers can't handle those riptides sometimes. And we're supposed to believe Malcolm took his daughter there to swim while his wife stayed in the hotel. And then for some reason, there were no lifeguards on duty that day. The local volunteer lifeguard association admitted the beach was basically unpatrolled because of resource limits. However, there are warning signs all up and down the beach, warning of drowning risk.
So this is the beach where
I told y'all. I told y'all my husband just came back from Costa Rica and they were on that same beach. And he said there is no way in the world that man should have been in that water. He said because nobody was in the water. That is the most dangerous beach in Costa Rica. All of Costa Rica beaches are dangerous, but that one is dangerous. And it's notorious for people dying. He said that the man that owned the fishing boat said there is one person a week that dies out on that beach. That's how dangerous it is. And that's why my husband was like, no, I don't believe that man. Somebody had to do something to that man. So the other guy, he just magically, was saved. And then all of a sudden, Malcolm, all them doctors was out there saved him, but didn't save him. None of them are talking either. None of them, I am not bothered. None of them are talking, okay? Because mostly if you are a great swimmer and you don't panic, when a riptide comes in, an undercurrent, you swim parallel to it. You don't swim in it, you swim parallel. You go this way and you can pull yourself out. So if Malcolm was a trained swimmer, he probably didn't know that. So, none of this is making sense. Why would he leave his daughter on the beach by himself? No, none of this is making sense. None of it. So I believe it. I believe Eddie Griffin. I believe Cat Williams. I believe them. They don't bother them because they're very controversial, and they're gonna keep everybody's neck open. They don't want a black man to have a good image. All black men got to have a bad image, and it's sad. Black men get black women pregnant, and they just leave them at the drop of a hat. It's sad. It's sad. They want all black men to have a bad image. But the sad thing of it is, and I do agree, the machine they will love you to death. You see how they did Jonathan Majors? When that man played in Marvel, one of the best actors, and then all of a sudden he's a woman beat. All of a sudden people are being paid to say that he was in college beating on women, and none of it was founded. And they expect us to just put down our black men, okay? No, all black men are not bad. That's what happens. They want to love you to death. The machine wants to love you to death. So when you do mess up, you just feel so disappointed and hopeless. They're going to mess you up. So I was talking about Country Wayne the other day. He's saying he's retiring from stand-up comedy, and he's wanting to take his stuff to Hollywood. The worst thing he can do. He needs to stay in Atlanta. I don't think he needs to go to Hollywood. I don't. Hollywood is not for him. Hollywood is going to destroy this man. And I'm sorry, if he can't see it, you are literally giving black people a chance to be in your skits And you are literally employing hundreds of black people in your skits. And every time you go to a business, me, person like me, would go and support that business. I went and got my hair braided at the place Amber Time when it got her hair braided. Where there's food, we visit the Red Rice. We've gone to all different restaurants that they have been to because we are supporting black. But then you go to Hollywood and you try to be with the machine. That's the worst thing you can do to yourself. And I pray that he don't go, but you know, I don't know. Hey, Daphne Thomas. Hey, my member. I didn't get a notification. Just happened to get on YouTube, and I pray everyone is doing well. We're doing good. Yeah, you got to make sure your notification bells are on. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. This is crazy. So as you know, I know we always want to put down our black men, but I think it's up to us to lift up our black men in these movies. I love it because Malcolm always chose his roles like Denzel Washington and a whole other a bunch of men like Shamar Moore, Denzel Washington, Malcolm, Jamal Warner. There are men that literally chose Chris Tucker. He refused to go back into that cussing role that he did, smoking role. There are a lot of people, a lot of men that choose their roles. Angela Bassett chooses her roles very carefully. You know, so to go into a machine when you already successful is crazy to me. I also listen to Malcolm's podcast. Not all hood. Yeah, not all hood. Just like the myth that all black men don't care of their children or is not in their life. That's true too. But you know what? Some of these black guys, they're young, they listen to their friends. And by you listening to your friends and not doing what you're supposed to do as a man, you bring those curses on yourself. You don't bring, when you have a child, whether it's unborn or born, and you don't take care of that child, God will look at you and say, you know, you're nothing because you are not taking care of what he has given you. You will not be blessed. You're going to find yourself in a lot of trouble listening to people that ain't got nothing no more than you. They want you to keep partying with them. They want you to keep doing things with them. So because they ain't got nothing going on. And as soon as you start being a leader and start stepping away from that, you're going to find out who your enemies are. And I try to tell this to all these young black guys now. You out here making babies and you bringing curses on yourself when you don't take care of your children. And it ain't got to be financially. You need to be there for your kids, the mother of your child. It's crazy to me. And the way they trying to say that Malcolm drowned, it don't make sense on that beach. And like my husband said, that beach is dangerous. We were there. We just walked across the beach and you can feel how rough the sand was. That's why people was playing back as close to the hotels as they could because it's a dangerous beach. And for somebody to say he had his daughter in there, my husband was like, man, that's crazy. We was right down there for him. We saw people. We didn't know what was going on. I also listen to Malcolm's podcast, Not All Hood. Hey, Candy, everything you are saying about supporting the black men is true, but the culture needs to do better all around regarding sticking together. True. I think I don't know, y'all. Down in the back in, I think I'm gonna talk about this tonight. Cultural, how can I say it? Curse. The black man. We never, from slavery, black men have cohabited with women and say they were married because white men would not let you marry if they didn't want you to marry. So I think that has trickled down through every single generation for some men. They want to cohabitate instead of commitment. I don't know. And I don't know how we can do anything else but other than pray for them and have a national prayer for our black men, because our black men and our young black men, they're just going to jail. They're getting younger and younger, and they don't care. These YNs don't have a soul. They would take you out in a minute. They don't care. And then when they go to jail, guess what? Ain't nobody gonna come and see them. That's Petty Wop. But the ones that he sat there and paid all the money for, put them up, and not one of them come down there to jail to see him. I know. My husband works for the DOJ. I know for a fact. Okay? So, not one. Barely got money on the books. These people got to grow up, child. Hey, Deidre Bunch, hey, Sassy, and Chad. Malcolm-Jamal Warner did not die on the beach. They killed him in the forest, then took him to the beach and threw him in the water, allegedly. That's what they say. That's what they say. And then put his daughter on the beach. I don't even know where his wife was, okay? The question I have is, why, when they get money, the black women are not good enough? That's the question I want to ask on when I have a podcast. I am going to have a segment on that as soon as I get mine. Y'all have no idea what I got. I got 3 major things that I'm going to do. Once my she shed is done, I am going to have a round couch, a sit around, and we're going to talk about that. We're actually going to talk about that. Hey, Helen. There needs to be a distinction between supporting the black man versus coddling the black man. Thank you. Being babies, I have changed my view 360 on the whole black man, black daddy cycle. Do you ever wonder why they haven't messed with Denzel and others like him, or the likes of Angela Bassett or Felicia Rashad? I don't know. I think it's because Denzel had a few controversial things, but nothing to ruin him. I think Denzel is protected. Angela, it's a lot of people protected. And some of these people, when you got power over what you choose, like Eddie Griffin said, they can't do nothing to you without letting you know first. I feel like they're protected. I do. I feel like they have generations of protection from them. And I do believe that God has this group of people to protect and let us know that we don't have to all fall into entertainment and do nasty scenes and show our bodies and, curse all the time. We don't have to do that. We can be clean and have good, clean entertainment. But when you start speaking out and you start hanging around people like Dawson, what's his name? The one that they cast out of the United States, the black guy in Most Def. Yeah, Most Def. When he came and he was like told all the stuff was happening, and then they try to make him look crazy. They try to make Cat Williams look crazy. Everybody know Cat Williams ain't crazy. Cat Williams got the highest IQ of any black man. He was the smartest kid, period. Eddie Griffin is smart, high IQ. He just knows what to do and what not to do. So when I hear Country Wayne wants to do Hollywood, it baffles me. It baffles me. Why would you want to risk your life for Hollywood? No, it says that they are not trying to expose the industry. Oh, okay. I believe they tried, it didn't work. Yeah, I don't think they're trying to expose. They're just working. But some people are trying to let people know this ain't what you need. Don't come here. If you want to act somewhere else, do low stream. Because once you in this, it's life changing. Afterwards, get ready to expose the industry through his podcast. Yep. Hey, Kids Tiz. Hey, like the water boys. Yep. Um, so tonight, you guys, my phone is on 5%, so I'm gonna have to uh end the live. But tonight I will be back and we're gonna talk more about this. And then I'm gonna talk about more of generational things that's passed down through the black man. Okay. I wish he would change his mind about acting. Yeah, Deidre Bunch, me too. Me too. I don't think this is a good move for him, but I can't say not when it comes to Hollywood. And a black man at that, and you want to take black women? Nope. Mm-mm. Hey, Shay P, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, y'all know I celebrate my birthday all month long. Okay. Y'all can celebrate with me. As for Hollywood supporting all black. Oh shoot, hold on, y'all. My battery's about to go. Okay. All black channels such as BET, Encore, Nubian TV going to the movies when we are in films. Yes, Candy. All right, you guys. So I will be back later on tonight. We'll have more discussion on hot topics, KW, skit reviews tonight as well. So thank y'all for joining me. Hit the like button as you come in and go out. And just think about things, okay? Because we are living, we're not wrestling, we're wrestling against not flesh and blood, but powers and principalities. We're wrestling against things that we don't even see. Yes. We don't even see every day our angels, our guardian angels fighting for us every single day. So can you imagine? You just all you wanted to do was act and be a strong black man in a viable community to show young black men that they don't have to just give in anything, and then they want to take your life. They want to put you in jail. They want to say you are apist. They want to say that all these white women, like from Bill Cosby, came out of nowhere and just saying, he just ate everybody. Okay? It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, you guys, I will be back tonight. I hope you guys have a rest of your day. Stay cool, and I'll see you guys around 7:30. Bye, y'all.